so I'm going to talk about basic pricing strategies for aeration. And there's two different strategies that you can use, especially being new at this job. One is called the flyer bump, and the other one is called a lawn split. And those are the two simplest and easiest ways that you can get your price across to the homeowner to maximize your odds of success at the door. So first we're going to talk about the flyer bump. So what you want to do first and foremost is obviously make sure that you go and take a look at the backyard for every lawn that you ever price. And that is something that's always really important for pricing as well, because you want to add credibility and show the homeowner that you actually know what you're talking about because you've assessed the size of the property. So you do I want to see your backyard, left or right, you go around to the backyard, make sure you judge the size of it, make sure the price is correct. And then when you come back to the front, that's when you do a pricing strategy. So the flyer bump is pretty simple. You have a flyer in your hand, and on the flyer it says front only $49. So the flyer bump is pretty simple. You say, okay, sir, I looked at your property here. Now I'm going to give you the same deal, giving your neighbors. Our standard charge for the front only is $49. But because we're on the street today, we have a bulk discount. We're doing all of your neighbors today. We're throwing the backyards in for only $11. So it's only $60 for the entire lawn. Sound good? And the homeowner says yes, and then you're great, you're good to go. One point about that, very important for the flyer bump, is always make sure you structure the words in the right order. You always want to make sure you say the standard charge for the front only is $49, as opposed to saying it's $49 for the front. And the reason behind that is because when you come from the backyard, the homeowner is expecting a full price for the entire property. And if the first number you say is $49, very quickly in the head they assume that that's for the whole property, and then you say front only afterwards, and it can add some confusion. So you want to make sure you say the standard charge for the front only is $49. Very, very important. So that's the flyer bump. The other version is called the lawn split, and that one's really easy as well. So again, you go to the backyard, take a look around the property, make sure you know the size of it. And the lawn split, you come back to the homeowner, you say, okay, sir, look at your property. It's the standard size for all the neighbors. I'm going to give you the same deal as well. Now the standard charge for your front lawn is $40, and the standard charge for the back lawn is also $40, totaling $80 for the entire property. But because I have my equipment on the street, we're taking care of the transportation and booking fees. We're throwing the backyard in for half price. So as opposed to $80 for the entire property, it's only $60. Sound good? And those are the two easiest and most basic pricing strategies that you can use. You want to make sure you do that for every sale that you're making at the door. Thank you.